Bumminicious? He said, everybody call him Bumminicious. It's all right for me to call him that. Like, nah, man, his name's CJ. He's saying you could call me by my initials. That's what he's saying.
He's an in-demand television host for music specials, game shows, and some of the biggest award programs produced. Then consider all of what he's accomplished as an actor in television and film. Take all of that, and you might be able to understand why they call him Cedric the Entertainer.
I see Flair got the all white on there. That's clean right there. When you can wear all white, that's that clean way you be over somebody's house eating barbecue like this.
When I got the chance to sit down for our first in-depth conversation, I knew it would be epic.
What up, E?
Cedric arrived wearing his signature hat, part of his total drip that was black on black from head to toe.
Black on black.
Oh, black on black on black. That's it. SUVs black on black.
Level.
Mr. Telephone Man.
Cedric Antonio Kyles, his birth name, launched his career more than 30 years ago. With a degree under his belt from Southeast Missouri State University, he headed to Hollywood with just jokes and a dream. So, Cedric, you're a former substitute teacher and insurance claim adjuster. After 6 years of doing that job, you and your longtime manager, who was then working with you, decided you were going to quit your jobs, pack your bags up, and send them to Los Angeles. Suppose things didn't work out. Suppose LA proved too much for the man.
You know, that was a great thing about it. I was always smart with the way I did things. Even to this day, I'm on a leave of absence from State Farm. I never quit. so I can pull back up to my desk if I need be. Hey, John, get up, I'm back. Frank, how you doing? Cedric, that's my desk. Somebody gonna be getting a long rental car. That's all. They might be happy I'm back to all my clients.
So then you auditioned for the Cowardly Lion in The Wiz. I thought you had to be able to sing to do that.
What? You don't know about this, man? I can sing, man. You know, I sing. That's where the entertainer came from. But, I didn't get the role. That's what I went for, but it didn't happen. So, David Allen Greer ended up getting it. But of course, that's a great role, man. Yes, you want to be the mean old lion.
So tell me how you landed the co-starring role in The Steve Harvey Show.
Come on, Steve.
Very unique. I mean, Steve and I have had one of these really great Hollywood friendships that a lot of people don't have, but I met him in Dallas when I was coming up as a comic, and we met and became friends when he used to own one of the early black-owned comedy clubs. It was a couple of around the country, and Steve had his own, and I became one of his favorites, so whenever he went out on the road to go get big money, he would hire me to be the MC and the host of his place. We became friends, and he got a show, Me and the Boys, that ran a couple of seasons. And then when he had an opportunity to do the Steve Harvey Show, he requested me. I actually came to the town and performed, and the people saw me and was like, all right, cool, and that was it. And that was a great run. 5 seasons led on the Steve Harvey Show, and then on to do the original Kings.
Ah, yes, the original Kings of Comedy. Cedric the Entertainer.
About to make a little change up in here.
Steve Harvey.
What black band gonna keep playing with the damn ship going down?
Bernie Mac.
When we go on break, we break.
And D.L. Hughley.
Go ahead and keep the party going.
The Kings of Comedy coming to St. Louis real soon, August 6th to the Kill. So hometown, and we are. That's tough.
Come on with the come on.
They need the real jokes. They trying to hear it right.
It was around the late 90s and early 2000s that Cedric's career started to blow up. It was about 5 years after hosting Comic View on BET and HBO's Def Comedy Jam. And he found the perks quite exciting, which included meeting some pretty big celebrities.
We definitely met a lot of beautiful and crazy, talented people. I guess one of my favorite ones was in Los Angeles early in my career. I was doing all right. I was actually doing the Steve Harvey Show. Was in a restaurant. I'm walking one way, walking the other way, and literally bump into Denzel, and he turns around, he grabs me like, yo, sorry, brother. I'm like, sorry, brother. It's Denzel, and he was like, yo, what's up? And he was like, oh, you the funny dude, right? And I was like, no, you tell me you don't know me, man. And it was just one of those great moments. So For me, I think, there was so many little things, but probably the biggest thing for me was early in my career. I'd won a comedy competition in Chicago, and they put my picture in Jet magazine. That's all you need to be. That's all the famous anybody need to be, man. Back in the day, if you go to the barbershop and can flip through a jet and see you in there, oh, man, I was the man.
Can you do a Denzel impression?
No, everybody can. I'm not really good at impressions. It's like, I keep wanting to mix them up with Sam Jackson. Right. Ain't no snakes on this. Okay, no, that's not.
You've done about 40 movies or so in your career. When you did Barbershop, you told a joke about Rosa Parks. That didn't exactly hit the right way for a lot of people.
Rosa Parks ain't do nothing but sit her black head down. That's right, I said it.
What did you take from that?
Well, it was, again, this is one of those things where it is a character that is coming to life, and that's the one thing I try to encourage people to recognize about movies. And when you're playing a character, you got to think my character was their age, and so what people really try to take out of it is that we have a tendency to make our heroes and put them on these pedestals. But for this person who's in that age group, he knew other people who sat down on the bus before, which people don't recognize. There were other people who sat down before Miss Parks. There were other people who didn't get the kind of grandization of their act. They just got beat up and thrown in jail. And that's kind of what his point was.
On the subject of jokes that could be misunderstood, we jump to the ultimate mind-blowing moment at the Oscars. That's when Will Smith slapped comedian Chris Rock.
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
So suppose you had been hosting the Academy Awards and you told a few jokes that landed the wrong way. The people who you told the jokes about, or the person, approach you on stage. You see this person coming up, Will Smith, anybody else. What do you do?
I mean, one, I think that, that was, of course, a very unfortunate situation between two great black dudes. I love both of them. I know them both. Really hated to see that happen, But I think that, we all understand, like, you react a certain way according to who you are and how you was raised. And me, you smack, you get smacked back. That's all. I hosted an event immediately following that, and I told people, look, I might say something up here. If you get the nerves to walk up here, know that I smack back. I'm a back smacker.
What's a back smack?
Pack-cow! It's two sounds. I guess the one where you hit me and the other one when I hit you, and it's going to be that fast.
That sounds like a two-piece smack back.
Yeah, that's the pow.
How should the Academy react to that?
I think the Academy has to understand that they've taken enough hits. If you start making a stance again, you can decide if you want what you want to do with Will. But he's Will Smith, and he's been there for them for many times. He's definitely showed up at them corny Academy Awards just because they needed the viewership, and Will came because they get to go, Will Smith's going to be here. And they got to remember that he did them some solid some nights, and some nights somebody gets slapped.
Let me tell you what's beyond school. Your breath.
Cedric has done some solids too for his hometown, his fans, and the world of show business. And he's received mad love in return. In 2008, he was honored with a star on the St. Louis Walk of Fame. A street was named after him 10 years later in St. Louis called Cedric The Entertainer Way. And he got a star on Hollywood Boulevard in 2019. So what's new? What's next? What do you have in the works?
Very exciting. Of course, really great times, man. We're in the 4th season of The Neighborhood on CBS Monday nights. Everybody want to tune into that. Also, already got picked up for season 5, so very excited that that show is a hit and still going strong. We produced that show, me and my partner Eric Rohn with a Bird and a Bear Entertainment. And now we're producing other shows. So we have 2 shows on the Bounce Network that we're producing, Johnson's, which is in season 2, and then a new show, Finding Happy, which will be premiering in the fall. We've got a couple of movie projects coming out, and just steady producing and creating projects for other people, man.
With some of those new projects, Cedric is considering using his real name, Cedric Kyles.
Bominicious.
Just don't call him Bominicious. For now, he's still Cedric the Entertainer.
One day